Welcome, flip clock fans! Why flip clock collectors need to learn some Japanese? So, do you really need to learn some Japanese to collect flip clocks? Well, no, but it can help when you're buying clocks online from Japanese sellers, and it's just fun. I'll try to pronounce the Japanese, but I'll also include a Japanese voicing of the words. When searching for flip clocks on Japanese websites, I used to use the word furippu kurokku.
フリップクロック
You could call flip clocks this, and rarely a Japanese person might use this word. It could be how a Japanese person would describe to another how to pronounce flip clock.
フリップクロック
I used to think it was the proper term to use when searching for flip clocks, but nope. The most common word for flip clocks used in Japan is patapata tokei.
パタパタ時計
Generally, tokei means clock. The patapata could be a bit of onomatopoeia. That is, when a word sounds like what it describes, like burp or boom or pop. Perhaps patapata is like the sound a flip clock makes.
パタパタ
Regardless, using the term patapata tokei will get you more results when searching for flip clocks.
パタパタ時計
Okie dokie. Did you catch that?
はい置き時計
Okidoke
置き時計
is the Japanese word for table clock. It often shows up when describing a flip clock. But it's just cool to know. Okie dokie?
置き時計
Here's one that often finds its way on numerous eBay listings from Japan. Showa.
昭和
Showa refers to the Emperor Showa, or Hirohito, who reigned in Japan from 1926 to 1989. So it's a way for Japanese to designate that the clock is vintage, or pre-1990s. Basically, a retro flip clock. You'll see Showa on more than a few eBay listings. So referring to things from the period of flip clocks, you might see Showa Retro.
昭和レトロ
That's just combining the term Showa with the Japanese word for retro.
レトロ
Now you know how to say retro in Japanese. Retro.
レトロ
Now here's something I'm sure you've seen. A flip clock listing on eBay that describes the clock as junk. Now why would a seller do this? Junk,
ジャンク
in Japanese online store lingo, means untested, unrefurbished, or uncleaned. Usually this means the item is basically as is, usually with a no return policy. It definitely doesn't mean garbage.
ジャンク
Another term that mostly shows up on Japanese sites is wakaari,
訳あり
which means imperfect, with minor flaws. Or roughly, it can mean, there is a reason this thing is so cheap. These are functional goods with only cosmetic faults, either from the production process or wear over time, and they usually come with a return policy. The takeaway? You need to know that when referring to flip clocks, Showa means a vintage clock, and junk does not mean junk. Okie dokie?
置き時計
Well, thanks for taking the time.